That's nearly half as long as the Bayeux Tapestry is in meters. Bijou, wow.
Shoo-bitty-wop-me-oo-bitty-wop-me-oo-ba-doo-dow.
17 months. Thank you for all the lovely quizzing and congratulations on entering the world of show business. Just don't forget us when you're in the ivory tower. By which we don't mean the Ivory Tower Public House, Carphilly. Does His Holiness Pope Colo have the Vatican edition of Monopoly?
Good evening, and welcome to Game Night on Tuesday the 21st of February. And if all those alerts going off during the opening titles of Google that aren't a sign of the chaos to come, then I don't know what is. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome on into the stream. I need to stop that bonus right there. Very generous of the machine. Thank you to Colo for that Battlefront pack to start us off there. Very well done to AB, me winning the bracket, and to Mark winning the lobby. So I feel that's suitable recompense for being the 1 in 17 chance of not getting picked there in the game. But thank you very much to Colo and to Lewis, I think it was, who proved that one as well. Hope you're all keeping well. I've got some thank yous to do. There's lots of noises happened earlier on. It's Otley, thank you very much for the 27-month subscription. Does His Holiness Pope Colo have the Vatican edition of Monopoly? I don't know if you could fill that. I mean, what have you got? The St. Peter's Basilica, the Sistine Chapel, and that's about it. No, they'd probably make it work somehow. Thank you very much for the 27 months, and only by which we don't mean the Ivory Tower Public House Philly. Thank you for the 100 bits. And Jack Wilfred, 17 months. Thank you for all the lovely quizzing and congratulations on entering the world of show business. Don't forget when you're in the Ivory Tower. I have no intention of going up no Ivory Tower. But I'm grateful to you all the same for the 17 months there. To Lupine for the 31-month subscription. Badu wow. Thank you very much indeed. And to Kodo for the 30-month subscription. Nearly half as long as the Bayeux tapestry is in meters. Thank you very much indeed to all of you for the support. And look at that, a hype train at nice percent. What larks. So yeah, about an hour ago, I had 2 back-to-back blue screener deaths with 2 different error messages. So it might break, like, without warning, but I'm sort of clinging to optimism. I'm going to hope that it's got it all out of its system, ready for the game. With games proper tonight. Battlefront seemed to go without a hitch. We have got Google that. It is a message from our sponsor, Matt the Ref, apparently. Matt gifting out a sub there to Matt the Sprat. Matt to Matt, thank you for the support, Matt. And Matt, welcome on into the fam. And Puzzle Dan, a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan here. Yeah, not System 32, David.
Dogger Fisher German Bite, and that was the shipping forecast done by text-to-speech.
Thank you very much, text-to-speech, and thank you for the 100 bits there, Puzzle Dan. So, Google that, which has been written by BC 2014, proof by Toot, very grateful to both of them. Toot says it's something of a puzzly pack, as is to be expected, so we'll see how we get on with this over the course of the next 45-50 minutes or so. And then I did some work today on the Escape Artist. I've got it back into something approaching working order. I have added a save state system, which I have tested a little bit, so if something does crash, and I know the Escape Artist crashed last time, if it crashes again, it's got a recovery system, as has Google That for that matter, and the Google That one I know works, so that's good. So we've got, Escape Artist coming up a bit later on. You just say is cheating. So I'm looking forward to sharing what that now looks like with you. And it's the backdated pack from Sam from Australia. So we'll be getting into that a little bit later on. Who have we got? Ianyo, Topper, Mark, Oni, welcome. Good evening, AB, me, and Puzzle Dan, and Mr. Vertigo, and Tadaru. Hello, Matt the Sprat, and Toot, and Shapes, and Colo. Good evening, Score, and BC, and Dogfish, and Anisep. Hello to Jurs, and Jogging, and Clive, and David, to Yoshi, and Jack, and Samster, and Matt, and Ali, and Zeus, and Lupine, and Itzoli, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. You are most welcome to be here. I said that the wrong way round, and now I'm really confused. Let's get this game underway. It's Google That. It's written by BC, and if you want to play, you need to head over to Hackbox and type in this room code. Oh. Or possibly not, because we've got an out-of-range exception. Don't do it just yet, because I'm going to stop it and reload it. Where's that come from? Re-enable. Argument out-of-range exception. Oh, it's a Twitch bothersome thing. Yeah, it's a client thing. The Twitch thing hasn't caught up with itself. Okay, we'll do that again. We will skip opening titles. We will press play, and we'll have a new room code. Google that. There we go. Try again. TTKJ. TTKJ is the room code you'll need at hackbox.ca. I haven't done the authentication part yet, so you will need to do the old-fashioned authentication by whispering to Persephone's Twitch, but I have done it in the Escape Artist. So that's coming up a bit later on. So yes, the pi all evil. Oh no, the square root of all evil. Oh, money. Oh, okay. We're we're doing amusing things, I see. I did say it was going to be a chaotic stream. Come and join the game. Hope everyone is well. Yes, it's packed by BC coming up tonight, and hopefully everything will work. So I like a casual, quiet crash in Twitch at the beginning, the Twitch lib code at the beginning. That's kind of sort of fine. So do come on in if you want to play. Welcome if you are joining us. A few new names coming up here. You're testing out my font atlas. What's going on here? Right. I'll give you a few minutes to come join. This game has got anytime entry, which is nice. I've written my correct name, but have you? Jogging, where are you? Oh, so you have. Very good. Excellent. Well, we're grateful to the honourable gentleman. I've got my car keys here because I had my car valeted today because said they'll give us more money on the Part X if I got it valeted, and it was an absolute state. And since then, it's been nothing but problems. The alarm kept going off earlier on, so I'm hoping the alarm has now either died, or the battery has now either died, or it's just sort of got it out of its system. So, yeah. Yask. Is that how it's... Yes. Code has Yask. It is Yask indeed. Cool. Right, I'll give it one more round of the lobby loop, which is another minute or so to join. And then we'll get going. A triple door. Hello, welcome. Oh, God, don't, David. It feels like they might have been at the moment. 2 blue screens back-to-back on the PC. Fortunately, before the stream started. Then it tried to do a system restore. I said, no, don't do that. And then the car doing its thing. It's quite stressy, actually. But a very promising morning. So this morning I did the graphical changes to the Escape Artist. And then after lunch, I went through Sam's pack and we made some tweaks to get that proofed. And then went and collected the car, and then I wrote the save system, which is much easier to do than I thought. I'd sort of been putting it off for so long, but now I got one, a sort of a static class, which is easy to use, and then it's just a case of chucking it in and saving pertinent data and restoring it. Actually getting back to the state is the difficult bit. The actual saving of the data and loading the data is really easy. So, anyway, hopefully we won't have to use that. Right, I said 3 rounds, and that is 3 rounds, so let's lock the lobby and pick ourselves some players. Close down Visual Studio now it seems to have recovered itself. So, 12 players are going to be picked. Everyone else gets to play in the lobby game, and our 12 players in Google that tonight are... We are going to start over on the far right. There is Puzzle Dan. Welcome to the game, Puzzle Dan. Great to have you with us. Welcome. We're going to flash some more lights. We'll spin around a little more and go over to the back. There's Ralph. Welcome on in, Ralph. Good to have you in. Welcome to Google that. Anyone have pancakes tonight? Apparently I'm getting pancakes later on. There's Ianyo, who is gliding over all at the back there. Welcome to the game. Yeah, well, I had sausage and mash earlier on, but we've got Megs is apparently doing pancakes with Dylan, so they might be coming up in a bit. Mark, welcome to the game. Making up for not being able to get into the Battlefront bracket. More chaos. A message from our sponsor, Matt the Ref. Front and center, it is Juz.
It's time to discover our designated dozen for this delightfully devious quiz.
No, thank you, Matt the Ref, for the 100 bits. Juz, welcome to the game. Front and center right there. Over on the right-hand side on blue. Congo Melon, welcome on into the game. Good to have you here. Welcome. We're over halfway there. No, we are halfway there. On to the left-hand side now. There's Stravdi. David, welcome on in. Great to have you here. 5 more podiums that need filling at this point. Over onto the centre podium, a triple laurel. Ali, welcome on into the game. Great to have you with us. Just 4 more, 2 on the front, 1 in the middle, 1 at the back. Where are we going next? Into pole position. And it's the square root of all evil. Odie, welcome to the game. 3 more podium, 2 red, 1 yellow. Where we go next? Onto the one that is red on the middle row. Lottibus, welcome to the game. Good to have you here. Just the 2 more podiums that need picking. Next up, over on that podium there, it's Ollie. Liam, welcome on into the game. Great to have you here. Welcome, welcome. And 1 final podium over in Corbin Corner tonight. It is going to be MT Sprat. Matt, welcome on in. All 12 of you. I hope you're ready to play Google That tonight. Cool. Right. The rules are simple. The questions are hard. It's about the logic of the game. So hope you're ready to play. And if you're playing along at home in the lobby game, make sure you keep your Hackbox devices available because there is a lobby medal available and, of course, pennies available the whole way through. Code at the bottom if you want to come and join us. Let's play. Evening off the beer tonight. Heineken 0 this evening. Round 1 is the early bird. Answer the multiple choice questions as quickly as possible. Fastest correct answer earns you 10 points. Subsequent correct answers earn 2 points fewer than the previous scorer. After the 5th correct answer has been received, the remaining players score no points, whether they are right or wrong. So get it right quickly. Hit the button A, B, C, or D on your Hackbox devices. Simple as that. 20 seconds per question. And best of luck. Here's the first one. Including the cue ball, how many balls are on the table at the start of a snooker game if all the primary colour balls are removed? 19, 22, 5 or 4? There's your time up. Let me just wrap my notes so I've got things to read. Correct answer there is 5. Puzzle Dan getting 10, Yanyo 8, Matt getting 6, Otley getting 4, Stravdi getting 2. Yes, so regardless of whether you think of the primary colours in art of red, blue and yellow or the primary colours of light, which swaps yellow for green, the answer will be the same. You get rid of the reds and the yellows and the blue, reds and the yellow and the blue. It leaves you with 5. Well done. Let's reset the podiums. And the next question, 20 seconds. Removing the middle letter of their zodiac sign for the 30th of March gives the name of a god in which mythology? Greek, Roman, Egyptian or Norse? Everybody has answered. It would be Greek. The author is an Aries. Removing the middle letter gives Ares, who is the Greek god of war. 10 points going out to Mark there. Puzzle Dan getting 8. Yanyo getting 6. The square root of all evil getting 4. And Stravdi getting another 2. Very well done. Let's reset the podiums. Question number 3. Fingers on your Hackbox devices. Here it comes. The fictional band Deep Cut appears in which 2022 video game? Shadow Warrior 3, Bayonetta 3, Splatoon 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It's Splatoon 3. While all 4 are 2022 video games, the band Deep Cut, made up of an Inkling, an Octoling, and a Manta Ray, only appears in Splatoon 3. Ralph picking up 10 points there. Matt getting 8. Yanyo 6. Stravdi getting 4. And Lottibus getting the first 2 on the board. Well played. Let's reset the podiums. Oh, excuse me. So well, this lingering cough. It won't go away. Question 4. Fingers on devices. Here we go. 20 seconds. For a 40th wedding anniversary, it's traditional to give the birthstone for which month? January, July, June or December? The gemstone being ruby, which is the birthstone for July. Garnet is January. Pearl is June, and December includes turquoise and tanzanite. Matt Spratt getting 10 points there. Stravdi picks up 8. Lottibus gets 6. Ralph gets 4. The square root of all evil gets 2. Mark did get the correct answer, but unfortunately just a little bit too slow, so no points on this occasion. Well done, point scorers. Let's reset the podiums. One more question in this round. Fingers on buzzers. Here it is. Is that right, Odie? Number of protons in the nucleus of a helium atom equals which of these values? 0 factorial, number whose value equals its number of letters, the smallest prime number, or the first number alphabetically? Oh my god. What is the first number alphabetically? It's the smallest prime number, which presumably is 2. The atomic number is helium. Number of protons in the nucleus of a helium atom equals 2. 0 factorial equals 1 for reasons best known to mathematics. Someone will explain why. Anything to the power of 0 is 1 as well. I don't know why. So yeah, 0 factorial equals 1. 4 is the only number whose value equals its number of letters. And 8 is the first number alphabetically. Because math says so, yeah, anything raised to the power of 0 gives you 1. I'm not going to question it, otherwise my computer might B-sod at me. Riff, welcome to the stream. Points there. Matt Spratt picking up 10. Otley getting 8. Square root of all evil getting 6. Mark getting 4. Ralph getting 2. Ianyo, Stravdi, Lottibus, you were all correct, but unfortunately just a little bit too slow on that occasion. Well done if you've got some points. That is the end of question 5 and the end of round 1. Let's reset the podiums and check out the scores. Hang on, Marcus has got a random +0 there. What's going on with that? Should I get rid of that for you, Mark? There it goes. I'm not sure why that was hanging around. Matt Spratt takes an early lead with 34. Ianyo is gliding overall with 20. Puzzle Dan has got 18. Ralph and David both on 16. Mark has got 14. The square root of all evil has 12, as does Otley. Lottibus on 8. And Ali, Congo Melon and Jers are yet to score, but still plenty of time and plenty of questions to go. Meanwhile, over in the audience game, Clive has an early lead, 35. Reese on 27. Mr. Vertigo, 26. ABME, 20. Colo, 18. Riff, 12. Matt the Ref has got 10. Topper and Jack both on 9. Jogging and Shapes on 6. So there is where we stand at the moment. 3. Are we still on the 0 factorial thing? We should do a podcast on why that is. To call it Number People. Number Wang. What, number file? That's a thing already. Let's move on. Round 2. It's chicken, bid from 1 to 10 based on the category. This is the amount of points you're risking on the question. Only the 6 highest bidders plus the tied lowest bidders will be eligible to answer the question. So bid high if you definitely want to play. Low bidders earn 1 point for each abstention or incorrect answer given by an eligible player up to a maximum of their bid. For eligible players, correct players are awarded their bid, incorrect players will lose their bid, and abstaining players will lose half of their bid. Rounded up. This is to prevent everybody from just bidding 10 and then sitting it out if they don't know it. So you're still going to lose some big points if you do that. Hopefully that makes some level of sense. You'll see a category. Hopefully it's something that you like, and if it is, bid high. If not, bid low. And hope for those Luigi points. And remember, abstention, if you're in the question, abstention is a valid strategy because you lose more points if you're wrong than if you just sit it out. You have to press the number from 1 to 10. They'll appear on your Hackbox device. You can bid more than the points you have, but remember, you can go into negative points as well. Fingers on Hackbox devices. Here is the first category. And these 10 seconds will go very, very fast. Papal history. Before Colo bids 10. And this is Matt the Spratt and Lottibus with a bid of 1 who are not eligible. Everyone else bid 2 or higher. Dan, Otley, Congo Melon, Ianyo, square root of all evil, all bidding 2. Big old tie there. Triple Law and Ralph going for 3. Mark and David for 4. Jers going for 5. Hoping to get something very friendly. Lottibus and Matt, you could get 1 point if at least one player is wrong or abstains. Here's the question, 20 seconds. Contrary to the name, there have only been 5 popes who have used the name Sixtus so far. The last of these lived during which century? And 3, 3 abstentions there from Ianyo, Puzzle Dan, and a triple law, minimising the damage there. 16th was the answer. We also accepted 1500s or 16th century. So unfortunately, 19th, 15th, 14th, 17th, and 17th, I'm afraid, are all incorrect. You're going to lose your stakes, you guys. Well done to Ralph, picking up 3 points there. And the Luigi points going out to Dan, Ianyo, and a triple law. No, sorry, they lost points. Luigi points going out to Matt and Lottibus. Well played there. Let's reset the podiums. Next question, or next category, bidding 1 to 10. Strictly repeats. And let's have a look. Oh, did you, what? Yeah, lost 2 points with the right answer. That is a shame. 16th wasn't there in words. No, it would have accepted 16th. Didn't think of it. You have BC's apologies. I might be able to edit it after the fact, Jack. Can I edit player scores if they're in the lobby? I don't know that I can, I'm afraid. But you can have some moral points, Jack. Right, let's see what's happened here. Mark and Lottibus just going for 1, and Jers, Matt Sprat, Triple Law, and Ian, you're going for 2. They're going to be hoping for Luigi points. David Stravdy has gone for 6. Square Root of All Evil, Ralph, and Otley, and Puzzle Dan have all gone for 4, and Congo Melon has gone for 3. You're eligible for this question. 20 seconds. Here it is. Len Goodman gave out 7s on Strictly for many dances, including this one from Cuba with a repeating name. Oh, Congo Melon going for Can. Almost out of time there. Not the right answer. It was the Cha-Cha-Cha. Just the one wrong answer. So you can only get a maximum of 1 Luigi point there. Matt Sprat, Yanyo, Mark, Triple Law, Lottibus, and Jers all getting that. Well done to everyone else getting their points that they have wagered there. The dance developed in the 1950s, quickly spreading from Cuba to Mexico and then across Latin America. Oh, and to the previous comment, but seriously, who would give their child a name like Sixtus? I'll tell you who. Jacob Rees-Mogg has got a child called Sixtus, if memory serves. Cha-cha-cha is what we wanted there. Very well played. If you got some points, nothing I need to condone. Let's reset the podiums. Charmander, Charmeleon, Charas. I would believe that, David. I hope that's true. Fingers on your devices. Here is the next category, bidding from 1 to 10, on the subject of regional foods. Bids are in. 5 players sinking into the floor. Stravdy, Congo Melon, Matt, Mark, and Jers, all bidding 2 or 3. Square Root of All Evil has gone for 10 here. A Triple Law has gone for 9. Ralph and Puzzle Dan for 6. Otley for 5. Ianyo and Lottibus for 4 each. Potentially points up for grabs. Remember, abstention will only lose half of your bid rounded up. So abstention, if you're really not sure, can be a valid play here. Let's have a look. Regional foods. Here's your question. 20 seconds. If you ate Garotsk, that cheese, you'd be consuming the milk of what animal? Garotska? Garotska? Garotza. Otley sitting quietly, losing the 3 points, which means everyone else is only going to get 1 Luigi point because everyone else getting the right answer, which is goat. The cheese is named after a region in Catalonia. Garotcha. X-pronounced. Oh, it's Basque. Oh, of course, Catalonia. That makes sense. Garotcha. Yes, that would be goat cheese. Well done, everyone who attempted that one. Big points going out. Only picking up 10. Ali picking up 9. Lovely stuff there. Just the 1 Luigi point. The players in blue, and sadly, Otley losing his 3 there. Let's reset the podiums. And on we go to category number 4. Fingers on devices. Here it is. Doctor's orders. Oh, Puzzle Dan, it's taken an answer from you there. Must have been a bit late. That's a weird bug, that is. Late bid. Apparently you went for 4. I'm not sure if that means you're eligible or not. We'll find out in a minute, I guess. Matt going for 3, Ralph for 2, Lottibus, Triple Lot, and Puzzle Dan for 1. Apparently, I think you might have pressed 4, but possibly out of time. Jur's going for 10 on this one, Mark for 9, David for 7, Otley for 5, The Square Root of All Evil, Ianyo, and Congo Melon going for 4. Let's see what the question brings. 20 seconds, take a look. The actor who played Nicky in Our Friends in the North also played which number Doctor in Doctor Who? Yanyo taking some damage limited. Congo Melon go for not sure sorry. You can abstain, Congo Melon. You won't lose. You're losing 4 points for not sure sorry. If you'd left it blank, you've only lost a 2 there. Abstention can be a valid strategy there. We've got at least 4 players getting that one wrong or abstaining, which means maximum Luigi points going out. It was the 9th Doctor. The 9th Doctor was Christopher Eccleston. Note the Doctor's orders is also a bingo call for the number 9 on this 9th question of the game. Well done to all of our players getting points there. Otley coming out with 5. Square Root of Evil coming out with 4. And a few Luigi points as well. One more question in this round. Let's reset the podiums. Dan, you did get 1 Luigi point there, which is good to see. No worries, Congolese Watermelon. It wasn't, I think I said it at the start, but possibly a couple of times since. But I am talking quite fast, so possibly you missed it. Can I turn my camera light on? I feel like it's a bit dark. There we go. Yeah, if you banked into the question, you can abstain if you really don't know, and you won't lose quite as many points. One more category in this round, and it is sporting injuries. There we go. It was quite high low bids there. Square Root of All Evil, Lottibus, Matt Spratt and Mark all going down for 3. Ianyo and Otley down for 2. High bids, a Triple Lot and Jers both bidding 10 here. Hoping for some big points and a bit of a turnaround maybe. David going for 8. Congo Melon for 7. Ralph and Puzzle down for 4. Let's see what the question brings. 20 seconds, take a look. Screw it all in, says David. What word links a Tom Scott podcast and the scientific term for tennis elbow? Congo Melon are damage limitation and there. Lateral was the answer, and I've just lost my notes for it. Come back, notes. There you are. Tom Scott's podcast is lateral. Lateral epicondylitis is more commonly known as tennis elbow. Pattern for the round 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, hidden somewhere in the respectively numbered question or answer. Oh, BC, you clever sausage, you. Yes, Sixtus, sevens, 8. Garotska cheese you'll be consuming the milk of what animal go? Where's the 8 in Garotsa? Oh, 8. If you ate, very good. The 9th Doctor and then tennis elbow. Oh, that's very. Oh, you're very clever. Hats. Have a honk for that. Well done. 3 players getting points there. Ralph, Strategy, and Puzzle Dan. Jers going for sciatica, not the right answer, losing 10 points, dropping down to negative 23. Maximum Luigi points going out to all players. That's the end of question 5 and the end of round 2. Let's reset the podiums and check out the scores. Bloody Nora. Matt the Sprat retains pole position on 43. Ralph gliding overall with 35. Puzzle Dan is in third with 32. The Square Root of All Evil is on 31. Ianyo's on 24. David on 20. Otley on 19. Lottibus 18. Mark on 6. A Triple Law on 4. Conquer Melon negative 12. And Jers on negative 23. But still time to make those deficits up. We've got 3 more rounds to go, and stranger things have happened in this game. Let's move on to check out the lobby scores. What's happening over there? Reese has taken the lead with 38. Mr. Vertigo's in second with 33. Kodo's got 27. AB Me 26. Riff on 20. Jogging 16. Topper on 15. Shapes has got 12. Clive on 11. Jack on 10. And the ref is on 9. Though again, those scores can change fairly rapidly. And as Mark says, sometimes they don't fall your way. Let's see if we can bring you more luck as we go to round... number 3. It's taboo. Give a single answer to the list form question. The fewer people who say any given correct answer, the more points are awarded. Unique answers score 10 points. Answers shared by 2 players score 6 points. Subsequent shared answers score 2 points fewer than the previous shared answer. If 5 or more players give the same answer, no points are awarded. So go for the answer that you think no one else is going to say. Players in the lobby game are awarded 5 points if their answer matches with any hot seat player, regardless of whether it is a correct answer or not. I still need to update this so that the audience have their own version of taboo, but at the moment it is still a game of match game for the audience. A slightly different way of working it here. So just one answer per question, and hopefully all will be well. Good luck. Fingers on Hackbox devices, gang. Here is the first 20 seconds. Name any single by Adele that reached the top 10 in the UK singles charts as of December 2022. Let's have a look then and see what we've got. Water Under the Bridge and Turning Tables I have down as wrong answers there. The correct answer is Chasing Pavements, Make You Feel My Love, Rolling in the Deep, Someone Like You, Skyfall, Hello, When We Were Young, Send My Love to Your New Lover, Easy on Me, Oh My God, I Can't Believe It, I've Never Been This Far Away From Home. Sorry, that was the Kaiser Chiefs. And I Drink Wine. BC immediately in with the facts here. Water Under the Bridge was 39, Turning Tables number 62. Thank you for saving me a Google there, BC, most grateful. Of these, only Someone Like You, Hello, and Easy on Me reached number 1. So, one player saying Chasing Pavements. Who was that for 10 points? Very well done, Lottie Bus there. No one going for Make You Feel My Love. 2 going for Rolling in the Deep, getting 6 points each. That would be Puzzle Dan and Ianyo. Nicely done. 2 going for Someone Like You. That would be Ralph and Congo Melon. 6 points there. Only 1 going for Skyfall. Well done, Mark. That's what I would have gone for, probably. 3 going for Hello. That's Matt the Sprat, a Triple Law, and Jers. 4 points there. When We Were Young, 10 points to David there. No one going for Send My Love, Easy on Me, Oh My God, or I Drink Wine, but lots of points going out there. Bad luck if you didn't pick up any. Let's reset the podiums. Oh, good. It all cleared nicely. Well done. On we go. Number 2. Name a US president who was over 60 when they first became president. Oh, I saw the answers coming in. Everyone going for Biden. Yeah, because Biden was 1,000 years old when he assumed office. But 5 players went for it. Ralph, Puzzle, Dan, Congo, Melon, and Triple Law, and Mark. And unfortunately, that does mean no points. Just a 1 player going for 45. Well done, Otley. Donald Trump there, picking up 10 points. Nicely done. 3 players going for Reagan, Ianyo, Lottibus, and David. 4 points there. William Henry Harrison. I don't know why I'm doing the answers backwards, probably because I'm reading up the log. No one going for him, or Buchanan, or George H.W. Bush, or Zachary Taylor. 2 going for Eisenhower. That'll be 6 points each for Jers and for Matt the Sprat. And then no one going for Andrew Jackson, John Adams, Gerald Ford, or Harry S. Truman. But Taft, how old was Taft when he came into office? Taft was 51. Thank you very much, BC. You're way ahead of me. Way ahead of me. Just the 1 wrong answer from the square root of all evil. Would have been a good one, but unfortunately not quite old enough. Well done if you picked up some points there. Let's reset the podiums. Joe Biden was the oldest by a fairly large margin. He was 78 at his inauguration. I mean, it's... I don't want to get political. I think Joe Biden was probably the reset pill following the chaos of the previous administration. But, I mean, it's not exactly the prime of your life to be in quite a high-pressure job, is it? Oh, you got a frozen Hackbox riff. Anyone else? Try a refresh. It should automatically log you back in and you'll get the next send state when the question comes down. Looks okay here. Okay, just give it a refresh riff. And when the next question comes in, you should be back in the room. Jimmy Carter is still eligible for a second. No, that would not be a well-timed joke, Jack. It would not. We hope he's... What's... So it says you said Trump. Try closing the browser window and then reopening a new one if you are on... Joe Biden being older than John Major is still insane to me. If you try closing the actual browser window and then just reopening another tab if you're on PC, That might be worth a try, because it does save it in the cache. Trump breaks something else now. Until a new status set, won't it? Try that too. Well, let me find the next question down, because if it's client end, I'm not quite sure what I can do about it. We'll see what happens when the next question comes down, Riff. Keep me posted in chat. For now, next question coming up. Here it is. Name the full title of any film in either the Hunger Games or Twilight series of movies. Ooh, a couple of non-answers in here. So, Mockingjay. I saw a couple coming in and I started to panic because they were flagged as wrong, but it's because it's the Hunger Games, or it's Mockingjay Part 1 and Mockingjay Part 2. They are different things. Likewise, Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Breaking Dawn Part 2 is what you need. One player each going for Eclipse and Breaking Dawn Part 1 for 10 points. 2 players going for Mockingjay Part 1 for 6, and 2 going for Catching Fire for 6. Very well done there if you have picked up some points. Sneaky little question, but it did say full title, and Part 1, Part 2 are indeed. Got to have money. Indeed. The Deceased is a wrong answer, and unfortunately so are Mockingjay and the Hunger Games Mockingjay. The full title to be, example, Twilight Eclipse. Twilight Eclipse was... Twilight Eclipse was down as an alternative. So Twilight Eclipse, the Twilight Saga Eclipse. So I didn't know if it just accepts... it did just accept subtitles, but you needed the Part 1, Part 2 as well. Well done. If you picked up some points there, let's reset the podiums. And on we go to question number 4 of round 3. Take a look at this. That's because someone else in the lobby said it, Mr. Vertigo. Name a word represented by any of the letters in the acronyms GDPR or HIPAA. Technically, they're initialisms, but we won't labour that point. Yeah, so Mr. Vertigo, if someone in the lobby said Mockingjay, whether they were right or wrong, you get the points. Let's have a look. General Data Protection Regulation, Health Insurance Portability, Accountability, and Act. Not quite all answers covered. No one saying insurance, portability, accountability, or act. 4 players going for protection, just getting 2 points there. 2 going for general, and then 1 each going for data, regulation, and health. Very well done if you have got some points out of that. Nicely done. Let's reset the podiums. Not much more to say on that question, really. Domestic, private, and privacy, unfortunately, are not correct answers. Let's reset the podiums. One more in this round, and so far Amazon has had the highest GDPR fine. This was given to Luxembourg to the tune of 746 million euros. And also a prequel film for the Hunger Games based on the book The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is set to release in 2023. I did not know that. Riff, there is a dedicated Hackbox server, which... how do you get a server invite? Invite people. Copy. That's the official Hackbox server. So if you pop in there and stick it in a bug report, then Dev will get that. A network error occurred. Is stream still live? Oh, hello, Arun. Welcome to the game. I'm assuming the game is still live by responding to my previous message. Stream's still live. Good. Yes, so it's got a network error and the not like this emote coming up in OBS, so I'm just going to ignore that. Yeah, thanks, Oren. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're keeping well. One more question in this round. Take a look at this. Name one of the 10 people who have appeared in over 300 episodes of Countdown, according to IMDb, as of December 2022. I've just read the trivia for this. Answers: Susie Dent, Carol Vorderman, Richard Whiteley, Rachel Riley, Nick Hewer, Jeff Stelling, Kathy Heitner, Des O'Connor, Giles Branrith, and Richard Sampson are the correct answers. Susie Dent has appeared on the most. I remember this was a question on in Risky Business one time. Who's appeared in most? Was it Carol Vorderman or Susie Dent? Susie Dent has appeared in the most episodes and is on course to surpass 5,000 episodes early in 2023. Innes Carson, sadly, only appeared in 299 episodes. Oh, I say, look at this. Thank you, Dylan. Yes, look at this. Pancakes. Pancake for pudding, which is Pog AF. It really is. I'm going to eat that in a minute. 2 players going for Susie Dent for 6 points. 2 for Carol Vorderman for 6. No one going for Richard Whiteley. 1 going for Rachel Riley. Well done, Ianyo, picking up 10 points. 3 going for Nick Hewer for 4. 1 saying Jeff Stelling for 10. And no one going for any of the others. I'm not going to know. You flip it in the pan. I'm not going to do that. Dan, you owe me 5 points. Pay up. Right. That is the end of question 5. It's also the end of round 3. So let's reset the podiums and we'll check out the scores. Squeeze some lemon on my pancake. I've got a great big chunk of lemon there, a little sugar there. We'll put some sugar on as well. Oh, it's a thick, like American style pancake, like an oat cake. This is going to be wonderful. Ralph takes pole position with 67. Matt the Sprat's gliding overall now with 65. David moves up to 3rd with 56. Ianya's got 54. The Square Root of All Evil has 47. Lottibus with 44. Otley with 43, not a million miles behind. Puzzle Down on 38. Mark on 22. Triple Law 14. Conga Melon 4. Juz still in negative figures for now, but time to get out of it on -7. Oh, God, that's good. How the mighty have fallen, Ben. Dropping down to Corbin Corner down from 3rd. Literally as far away from 3rd as you can be. Geographically, physically, anyway. But there's still a lot of time to change these scores around. We've got 2 more rounds, including the big one that's coming up after we checked out the lobby scores. Mr. Vertigo moves to the top with 48. AB Me's got 46. Reese on 43. Colo 37. Toppers and Riff both have 35. Shapes on 34. Jogging and Clive on 31. Jack's got 30. The Ref on 14. And a Run is on 5. So, those are the lobby scores. Next round, though, is where all the difference could be made. Pancake. Here's round 4. It's the blind auction. Bid on how many questions you can answer on a pair of categories from 1 to 10. Abstaining from bidding will cause a default bid of 1. Again, you've got to press it rather than type it. 10 increasingly difficult questions on alternating categories will be asked. Each question is worth increasingly more points. The first is worth 1, the second is worth 3, the third is worth 5, and so on. If you successfully answer the number of questions you've bid, you bank your points and are frozen out the rest of the round. Answering a question incorrectly will increase your bid by 1, but there is no penalty for abstention. If you fail to reach your bid, you score no points for the round. If it becomes impossible for you to reach your bid, you will be frozen out of the rest of the round. Is there an errant space there? Hang on a minute. Instructions mesh. If you fail to reach your bid, you score at... No, it's going to do the typing thing again. There are 2 spaces there. Yeah, that's a very subtle typo, which I have now caught. I will squash in due course. So, Twitch chat edited out the extra spaces. Oh, did it? Rip. Right. Those are the rules. Have a look at the scores. It should have populated the scores onto your Hackbox devices so that you can sort of make an informed guess about how many you want to bid. And press the button from 1 to 10. Those 10 seconds will go past very quickly. How many do you want to risk on? 10 increasingly difficult questions on 2 categories, and those categories are Scotland and England. I just realised I put all the lemon on the top one. I've actually got 2 pancakes here. Right, let's take a look. I'm going to concentrate on what I'm supposed to be doing. Ianyo bids 5, Otley bids 4, Jurs bids 4, Ralph bids 6, Square Root of All Evil bids 5, Mark bids 6, Lottibus 5, David's actually bid 7. That's a big bid in this game, doesn't leave much margin for error. Triple Law Game for 5, Congo Melon for 3, and Puzzle Dan for 4. Good luck to you all, and best of luck in the lobby game as well. 20 seconds per question. Scotland and England will bounce between the two, starting with Scotland for 1 point. Here it is. What colour is St Andrew's cross on the Scottish national flag? I suppose Stravdi has the advantage of being Scottish but living in England. Maybe you don't have to play. If you want to wait for a more powerful question, you can throw a question if you want some extra points. It's white. The cross is white on a blue background. It's also called the saltire, or saltire. So this also never fails to remind me of this video with a very heavy headphone warning and then a YouTube link, which I might share with you a bit later on. Oh, half Scottish and half English. I beg your pardon, David. Everyone getting that right, apart from Ali, who unfortunately is going to get themselves an... Oh, and Puzzle Dan, also going for blue. Both going to get themselves an extra number that they need, making things a bit more difficult out the gate. Let's move on to question 2. 20 seconds, moving over to England. Not a cat, welcome to the stream. Here it is. A gorge in England lends its name to which popular cheese, often voted the UK's favourite? Now, if you don't think you bid highly enough, you can throw a question to get more, but abstention doesn't increase your bid, but incorrect answers do. It's cheddar. The cheddar gorge has been produced since the 12th century and apparently is the most studied cheese in scientific publications. Cheddar, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Otley's going, I know it's cheddar, but let's have a pip. Okay. Otley playing a dangerous game. He thinks he can get 4 from 8. And they'll give you an extra pip. Everyone else who played it getting it right, very well played. Let's reset the podiums. I can't concentrate on the game when I've got food. It's really bad. On we go, back to Scotland for 5 points. Take a look at this. Considered Scotland's other national drink, what fizzy beverage's name looks like it contains a misspelt metal? I must have clean gorge. To me, as I gorge myself on pancakes. Brew is the answer. Matt the Sprat attempting just his one question that he wanted, and he's got it. He's got his 5 points, and he is banked out of the round. Very well played. You're up to 70, but Matt, you won't be able to answer any more questions. Everyone else, Iron Brew. It was an acceptable answer, so Congo Melon, nicely done. You got your points there. Just sitting that one out. Let's reset the podiums. So Matt's banked. Any more for any more. Let's go on to question number 4. This one worth 7 points. Back to England. So during the COVID pandemic, Kenneth Branagh portrayed which politician in the 2022 docudrama This England? Boris Johnson, or Johnson, is the answer. Incidentally, Scotland's actual national drink is whiskey. And this one hasn't got any notes on it. Boris J. Ali, I will allow that. Player index to focus. Where are you? A triple law. Boris J. He is colloquially known by just his first name. Boris J. Boris Johnson is a... It's Sotley, were you planning on me condoning that, or were you planning on it getting through, or do you want another pip? You've got the right answer, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt either way. Just let me know. I'm assuming you want the points there, because you've already taken one throw. But let me know. Oh, genuinely hot! That's amazing. Oh, I'm wondering what you're typing for that to be auto-corrected. Boris Johnson is a... Yeah, it was Boris Johnson. You can have that. That's amazing. Boris Johnson was the answer. And seeing Kenneth Branagh as Boris Johnson completely broke my suspension of belief in UK politics. I was like, oh my God, that weird-ass clown was actually our PM. Yeah, good thing it doesn't add another word, I guess. Can I get some extra bid, please? If you get one wrong, Shapes, and you absolutely can. Let's reset the podiums. Back to Scotland we go. No one... sorry, Matt Spratt is banked out, actually. But Congo Melon just needing one more. Jers and Otley. Dan, Ianyo, and Ralph all needing 2. Everyone else needing 3. Let's see what you make of this one. Question number 5. It's worth 9 points. Centuries ago, the land north of the River Forth was given the name Caledonia, a word from which language? A few people having a go at that, including Congo Melon, who banks out 21 points there. The plus 21 of the popper down has gone under the stage, but Latin was the correct answer. The name was given to it by the Roman Empire. Everyone who attempted that getting the right answer. Congo Melon becomes the second player to bank. Jur's now down to just 1 more, as is Ralph, as is Ianyo. Lottibus now down to 2, and Mark also down to 2, and David down to 2. So just Ali needing 3, everyone else needing 2 or fewer. Let's reset the podiums. Question number, the next one. 6, I think, on the subject of England, I think. Worth 11 points, I think. Take a look, 20 seconds. Oh, that is strange shapes. Question 6. The Calcutta Cup in Rugby Uni is contested between England and which other nation? Bid 4, answer. It's possible that bid came in out of time shapes. I don't know if I track logs of lobby players. Let me take a look. I don't, I'm afraid. I only track the hot seat players. Scotland is the answer. Ralph banking 36 points. Going up to the top. So yeah, the only thing I can think of there, Shapes, is that it didn't process it in time, which means it will have only taken your first. Oh, really? You say the same thing happening to Riff as well? Oh. Okay, that's a bug in the Hackbox thing. It shouldn't be saying B4. It should be saying I'd bid 4. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Could you note it down in suggestions so I don't forget, and I'll take a look at the code a bit later on. I'm sorry about that, chaps. It worked fine for me in lobby. Okay, I'll watch the VOD back and... Oh, actually, no, because it doesn't say when you got your bid in. Note it down in suggestions if you could, one of you, and I'll take a look at the code post-stream and see what's happening there. Apologies for that. Scotland was the answer, incidentally. The category was a big hint here. And Ralph banking 36 points, and just Jers getting that one wrong, going for India. Jers, you're going to require 2. Calcutta Cup, maybe thinking India, but in this case, not, unfortunately. You're going to now need 2 from the remaining questions. Let's reset the podiums. 3 players have now escaped the round. Jers, Ali, and Mark and Lottie need 2. Everyone else just needs the 1. Let's see what the next question brings. Here it is. For 13 points, Scotsman Robert Burns wrote a poem beginning "Upon that night when fairies light," whose name corresponds to which calendar date? David, why are you WhatsApping me? Oh, that's 45 minutes ago. Okay, fair enough. You're WhatsApping me. It's like, talk to me in chat. I realise it's probably group chat. 31st of October, the poem is Halloween, and I did need 31st of October, not Halloween. However, Ianyo, October 31, I will certainly allow. We've got the digitised dates, but October 31, multitasking, nice. October 31, let's go Ianyo and Zoom. October 31, yes, we will allow that. And you'll bank out 31 points. Nicely done there. Apologies to anyone else in the chat, in the lobby game, who put October 31. We only had 31st of October. It's a British thing to go number first. Yeah, it's the American way, so it's something that just sort of slipped through. Apologies if you went for that. So Ianyo banking out some points there. 36, I think it said. Lottibus, you're going to get an extra pip, and I think you're now going to need all of the remaining questions. Mark going for November 5th as well. Let's take a look and see what that does do to the podiums. Everyone is still in live play. There are 3 questions left. Lottibus and Mark, you're going to need all 3. David and Square Root of All Evil and Otley, you're going to need 1 of 3. As is Puzzle Dan, Jers, you need 2 of 3. Stimson Zango, welcome to the game. And Pedro, welcome to the game. Here is the next question. Who is X'd in the line of succession to the British throne, where X is the number opposite 2 on a standard die? Actually, I'm not sure how the game works if you join at this point. Sort of midway through. Not sure how many bids you get. You might have a 0 bid and may not be able to answer. It's Prince Harry. Opposite numbers on a die always add up to 7, so X equals 5. The 5th person in line is Prince Harry, at least at the time of writing. William. Baby William. Other baby William. Other baby William. Harry, yeah. It would be Prince Harry. Archie would be next. Archie would be 6th mark. So unfortunately, you are going to go grayscale here because you are not able to bank out. Ali banking out 54 points there, though. Very well done. Let's reset the podiums. Oh, Mark gets the grayscale. Bad luck. You are frozen out for the final 2 questions. So David, Square Root of All Evil, and Otley need 1. Jers and Puzzle Dan needs 1. Lottie Bus and Jers, you do need both. 2 from 2. Good luck. Here is the next question. If Nicholas Sturgeon is the party leader, who is the corresponding Westminster leader, having changed in December 2022? The time of writing, Nicholas Sturgeon was the party leader. And that's why it says, if Nicholas Sturgeon. Nicholas Sturgeon. Well remembered, David. Stephen Flynn is the Scotty McScotman. Good a guess as any. Lottie, unfortunately, you didn't get an answer, and you did need both those 2 questions. You have gone grayscale, and Jers is about to go grayscale as well. Yeah, Stephen Flynn first became an MP in 2019 in the constituency of Aberdeen South. One of the fabled 2019 intake, which also includes, 30p Lee and Jonathan Gullis, 2 fine specimens. Nicholas Sturgeon. I'm still trying to get over Nicholas Sturgeon. That's one of my favourite typos. Led by a man who looks like the Penguin from Wallace and Gromit at Westminster. He did look like the Penguin. What was he? Was Angus Roberts McNeil? No, it wasn't Angus Roberts McNeil. It was Ian Blackford. Ian Blackford. If you're going to do the Speaker of the House. Well, David, you banked out 53 points there, but Lottie, you have been frozen out, and Jers, you're about to get frozen out as well. There is one more question for the Square Root of All Evil, Otley and Puzzle Dan. You do need to get this one right to bank your points. Best of luck, 20 seconds. Here it is. For 19 points, the seaside town in 40 Towers and its county gives the name of which number bingo call? Oh, Sotley, you were so close. I don't know why it's let you type it in 3 times. Somehow it's gone through 3 times. It has processed it 3 times as well. You're very close. It's 87. Torquay is the setting of 40 Towers, which is in Devon. Torquay in Devon rhymes with its bingo call, 87. So only Otley and Dan, I'm afraid at the last hurdle you're not going to bank any points there. Although Otley, I'm not quite sure why it didn't send back the save state, the confirmed state. Again, a couple of gremlins going into Hackbox tonight, which I don't know if I have updated the Hackbox version. I don't think I have, so maybe doing that would help. Anyway, that is the end of question 10, the end of the round. Let's reset the podiums and check out the scores. So, David moves into the lead with 109. Ralph's got 103. Ianyo has 85. Matt the Sprat has 70. Ali's got 68. Square Root of All Evil on 47. Lottibus on 44. Otley's on 43. Dan on 38. Congo Melon 25. Mark on 22. Jers on -7. Absolute confidence question in this round. Well, let's see what happens because there is one more round. Let's check out the lobby scores first of all. Mr. Vertigo in the lead with 104. Colo with 73, Reese on 66, Jack 63, AB Me 46, Riff 36, Topper 35, Shape 33, Jogging 31, Clive 31, Matt 14, a Run 5, Simpsons Angle and Pedro, as I expected you wouldn't be able to get a bid in because you were late to the game, so you didn't get your bids in at the start of the round. But you will be able to take part in this question. It's the big finish. Wager from 10 points up to your current score based on a category. If you do not have at least 10 points, you will be given a default bid of 10. Answer the puzzle-based question within 30 seconds. Answering correctly will win you your wager. Answering incorrectly will lose you your wager. It's basically a big old game of Final Jeopardy with a minimum floor of 10. So, take a minute to investigate those scores. see how many you want to bid. It should be showing up on Hackbox as well. Take a minute just to take a look. How are you going to wager? Are you going to wager strategically? Are you going to wager to win? Are you going to do an all or nothing? You will get a category before the final puzzle is revealed. You'll then have 30 seconds to solve that puzzle and submit your answers. The 10 seconds for this one, when you're placing your bid, it does have to be typed. You won't be able to bet if you haven't got at least 10. It will give you a default bid of 10. So you could finish on 3 and theoretically still win. You could finish on minus 17. Those are your two options at this stage, Juz. So yes, the 10 seconds for getting your bid in, they do have to be typed and they go by pretty quickly. All right, so make sure you have got your Hackbox devices ready for the final category, which this week is global cars. And there's time up. Dan, that came in after time. I'm not sure if it is going to count. We will find out in just a moment. You've certainly gone grey for now rather than blue. Must add some grace time into this game, evidently. So, 30 seconds to solve the puzzle. The category is global cars. Let's see. I can see your wagers as well. Let's see what happens. Good luck. The big finish question is: capital of New Mexico shares its name and number of characters with a car model whose manufacturer is based in which country? Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Oh, only just getting an answer in the next time. We did have an answer from everybody. Let's take a look. The correct answer is South Korea. The capital of New Mexico is Santa Fe. Santa Fe is a model of Hyundai car. Hyundai is a South Korean manufacturer. Well, I manually condone all these Ianyos, so if it's phonetically plausible, I will still give it to you. South Korea was what you wanted. Let's go through you one at a time. Starting with Jers, what did you say? Japan, close but no cigar. You're going to lose 10 points, finishing on minus 17. Thank you for playing. Mark. South Korea was the right answer. How many did you wager? Just a 12. You're up to 34. And currently the lead. Congo Melon started with 25. What did you say? Mexico, not the right answer, I'm afraid. You're going to lose 16 points. You finish on 9. Puzzle Dan, you started on 38. What did you say? No answer. You're going to lose just the 10 points, finishing on 28. Otley, you started with 43. What did you say? Bolivia, not the right answer, I'm afraid. You're going to lose 10 points, finishing on 33. Coming across the board, Mark has the lead at the moment with 34. Lottibus, you started with 44. Also going for Japan, not right. You're going to lose 11 points down to 33. Mark still has the lead on 34 for now. There is a tie in seconds. Square of All Evil started with 47. You said Sweden, not the answer. You're going to lose 46 points, dropping back down to 1. A Triple Law, you started with 68. What did you say? Italy, not the right answer. You're going to lose all 68. You crash back down to 0. Thank you very much for playing, but you go with what you came with. Matt the Sprat, you started with 70. What did you say? Japan again, not the right answer. You're going to lose just the 10 points, down to 60. You are into the lead, if memory serves, on 60 points. Iyanyo started with 85. Kathria. I am... Is Korea commonly accepted as an alternative to South Korea? I mean, I don't think you think it was North Korea. Go on, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You started with 85 for South Korea, and they just said, well, I'll go with that then, Riff. That is the correct answer, and you're going to win 16 points. You're into triple figures and up to 101. BC said give it as well, so I feel vindicated with that decision. Ralph started with 103. Did give me the right answer, South Korea. How many did you wager, Ralph? Just 17 up to 120. It's enough for the lead. But David started on 109. What did he say? He did say South Korea. It is the right answer. How many did he wager? All 109. He is up to 218 and absolutely smashing it out the park. David is our champion. Nice to see the top row in triple figures there. David, I think that might be a new record. 218 points in Google. That is absolutely monumental. Go on, Captain. Yeah, go on, Captain. David's our OQL team captain. Mine and Otley's and Fluid Fernando. And Catnip, some of you may remember Catnip. We're all on a OQL team. David is our captain. We are not worthy of his company. New record in Google. That very well played, that man. He's so tall we can only see them from underneath. What? I've obviously missed the setup for that punchline. Oh, the balls on that lad. Yes. Hold pole position any game at least once. Achievement unlocked. Yeah, that's a good achievement. I like that. So those are your final scores. If you've got a positive score, it will be translated into pennies for you. Let's check out how the lobby ended up. Mr. Vertigo gets the lobby medal on 94. Jack comes second, 73. Riff getting 72. Colo 49. AB Me 23. Reese 21. The Ref on 4. Topper on 1. Jogging Shapes and Clive zeroing out. A run negative 5. Simpson Angle and Pedro on negative 10. And that's our game. Well, that's our first game at any rate. So thank you very much indeed to BC. A splendid question, Pat, there. Really good fun. And thank you very much. I think it was Toot proof, that one. So we're grateful to the honourable gentlemen for all their efforts. And marvellous fun was had by all. Was it Toot? Yes, it was Toot. Grand. Right. Semi-spontaneous. I say spontaneous. I've been planning it for most of the day. But we're going to play The Escape Artist in a minute. It's got a slightly new graphical, not overhaul, but I've changed some of the angles and a few little bits. It has got a time machine built in, so if it crashes again like it did last time, it should be able to just come straight back in after the computer's restarted itself. So that's good. So, yeah. Stick around for that. I'll play some adverts. If you're not subscribed, you will see some adverts. But if not, don't worry. If you're not subscribed, you'll see some adverts. But if you aren't subscribed, don't worry. We won't start the next game without you. But ads and/or music coming up before we head into our spontaneous second game. The Escape Artist, written by Sam. Thank you again to BC, and very many congratulations to Mr. Vertigo in the lobby, to Ianyo for bronze, to Ralph for silver, and to our gold medalist tonight, it's Stravdi in pole position and a new world record in Google. That very well played. I'll see you in a few minutes for The Escape Artist. And don't go away, because in a few minutes' time, we will be having The Escape Artist. In the meanwhile, take some bonus pennies. 80 of a very generous bot tonight. Google 80 into the chat or to the bot now. And after the break, we've got Sam's Escape Artist pack. Should be lots of fun. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second part of this evening's game night, where it's time for a quasi-spontaneous game of The Escape Artist. It has had a bit of a refresh. You will need to go to Hackbox and join with the room code RPWH. I have added authorization, Twitch authorization, so if you are logged in on Hackbox to Twitch, you can forego the process of whispering to the bot. Stimson's Angle, Claire, Lottibus, Lewis, Petnog, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. So, I've made a couple of changes. I've moved it out of perspective mode and into orthographic mode. No, out of orthographic mode and into perspective mode, so you've got some depth to it. I've made the cells a bit slimmer. I put them into a pyramid shape. I've also put everyone at the front, and I've got rid of the cell doors until you're eliminated. There's room for 50 players in this game. The rules of the game are the same, but I'm hoping that it's a bit more fun. It looks a bit nicer and a bit more sinister. That's sort of what we were going for, because the feedback was it wasn't quite capturing the essence of the past game. I've also made it a little bit darker, but everything else is as was. There's also a time machine in it now, so if it breaks, I can pick up where we left off. Hopefully. And new opening titles, yeah. I put opening titles in as well. So, yeah. Lives are now at the top, and correct answers now span the side. Looks spiffy. Good, I'll take that. I'll take that. Thank you, ABME. Any other thoughts on the general look of it? Say it's still in tweak mode. Say the initial feedback was mixed, because I know people do like the Escape Artist, and the objective with doing the remake was to make it look easier to read on screen and easier to follow without quite so many colours. A lot of the fonts were illegible and very small, so I'm hoping I've gone some way to fixing those issues. But yeah, and it's all hackboxified now as well, and the pennies work. And there's a shadow game, there's a side game, so you can join at any time, and you can still play along to get pennies, and only one player can be the Escape Artist though. So the rules are relatively simple. This is a pack by Sam is Acidic. He's our friend in Australia. I had a voice chat with him earlier on, and we went through... There were a couple of issues with the pack originally. We went through it. Colo proofed in the first instance. I went through with Sam this afternoon. We made a few changes, and then Colo's put another pair of eyes over it, and he says it looks much more accessible and appealing, and should be a lot more fun to play. So we're grateful to Sam and to Colo as well for their work on this pack. And... yeah, Sam's actually appearing on the Australian edition of The Chase tomorrow. So if you get that in your country, then check it out. Could be a lot of fun. So, we've got quite a few players in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24. That's good. I'll give it a few more seconds, and then we'll get the game underway. When is Sam appearing in Hogwarts? Good question. Don't know. Didn't ask him that. But, no, grateful to... Sam and Colo, and I hope you enjoy the offering. This is delayed from about 3 weeks ago because I had things I needed to do to the build as well, so it sort of all timed out quite well. Yeah, hopefully, and it's approaching its final form now. Right. The objective in round one, let me just explain the rules real quick if you've not played before. The objective in round one is to answer... Oh, shit. Sorry, so my non-alcoholic beer was about to overflow. The objective is to answer 5 questions. Once you've answered 5, you're through to the next round. Take care about which ones you answer, though, because the harder the question, the more points they're worth, and that will be indicated in the top strap. You don't have to play, there is no penalty for abstention, but if you do not manage to get 5, or it becomes impossible for you to reach 5, you'll be eliminated from the game. 3 green pips above your avatar, those are your lives. If you get a question wrong, actively wrong, not an abstention, but an active wrong answer, you'll lose a life. If you run out of lives, you will be eliminated from the game. All players can continue in the side game to earn extra pennies, but you won't have an avatar anymore. Once you've reached 5 questions, you won't be able to answer any more, and you are through to the next round. Hopefully that's all relatively straightforward, and then it's basically an escalation from there. So, 25, 26 players, something like that. I hope you're ready to play, if I get the right profile up. And just to say one more time, there is a time machine, so if my computer does do a blue screen, and I am further steps towards, I've been asked, can I live without my graphics card, which means it sounds like they're about to ask to send it away to be properly repaired, and hopefully the issues will go away. But in the meanwhile, do stand by for 5 minutes or so, and the game should just pick up where it left off. It might break the flow a little bit, but if you can stick around, in the event that it does crash, that would be excellent. So, we've got our players. Let's play. So, as explained, round 1 is initiate. Answer any 5 of the 10 questions to escape. Once you've done so, you are through to the next round, but you will not be able to answer any more questions in this round. Harder the question is, the more points it is worth. Point values will be displayed prior to each question, and accumulated points will be carried forward to the next round. If you give an incorrect answer, you lose 1 of your 3 lives. If you exhaust your lives, you're eliminated from the game, though of course can continue in the side game. A bonus point is awarded for each life you have left at the end of the round. There is no penalty for abstention, however, if you do not answer 5 questions before the end of the round, or if there are not enough questions left for you to do so, you will be eliminated from the game. Those are the rules, and here is the question order. 2, 9, 3, 5, 10, 8, 4, 1, 7, 6. So starting with an easy one, I'm going to go straight to a harder one, and hardest one in the middle and the easiest one in the middle of the second half. So let's see how you get on. Choose which questions you're going to play, maybe have a provisional think, and if you're all ready, question number 1 is worth 2 points. Take a look at this. Released in 1984, what video game involves the placement of different shaped blocks to create lines? A few people sitting this one out. I haven't got a log of how many people answered. I used to have that, but I don't anymore. I need to add that back in. Correct answer was Tetris, and everyone who played it getting the right answer. All going green, very well done, 2 points. Let's light you back up. Question number 2. This one's worth 9 points. Have a look at this. In which Fennoscandian country is the farmhouse ale Sati most commonly brewed? Just getting in the grace time there. Bit of a hint for you if you know what Fennoscandian is. Fennoscandia is sort of Scandinavia, but it's a geographical peninsula which only contains 4 countries, one of which is Finland. The origin of Sati beer was originally thought to be in 1366, with presumed references to the beer being consumed at the burial of a specific bishop. Is one of the harder questions of the lot. Well done if you got that one right. Iceland and Sweden and Estonia are all incorrect. I'm afraid you 4 are going to lose a life. Let's light you back up. Yeah, Fennoscandia is such a great word. Much better word than Scandinavia. Question number 3 is worth 3 points. Let's take a look at this. What word can be used to describe the bat in table tennis, or can follow doggy to give a simple swimming style? And yes, I am aware the words doggy and style are in the same question. And Prey just in the nick of time. Puzzle Dan was wrong. Prey was right. He'll be relieved to hear. Correct answer there was paddle, doggy paddle. And yes, you use a paddle as the bat in table tennis. Style is not the right answer. Doggy, go for the doggy style gag there. Very nice. Unfortunately, it's the wrong answer. Puzzle Dan and Claire, you are going to lose a life. My immediate thought on this is that there's too much green going on. I think I need to make the outer pips at the outside a different colour from the pips for the lives, because it's a little bit difficult to distinguish. I might make them blue, since you're aiming to get to blue. I think that's going to... My first thought on a visual thing with this many players in. Let's light you back up. If someone wants to note that down, I think I need to make the side pips blue. That's my thought. Question number 4, it's worth 5 points. Take a look at this. Test Drive and Romantic Flight are iconic music tracks from which 2010 Disney film that spawned 2 sequels? Oh, a lot of Grace Time answers coming in there. A lot of Grace Time answers, and you'll be very sad because most of them are incorrect. The correct answer is How to Train Your Dragon, which I am now wondering... Is that Pixar or is that DreamWorks? Yeah, that's my bad. That's DreamWorks. Sorry. That's my bad on that question that Disney has caught me off guard there. It's not Disney, is it? And I don't feel good about that. I mean, Test Drive and Romantic Flight are from How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, I wish I could throw the question out. I could restore lives, or I could give points to everyone. That feels a bit mean to Oni, who did get it right off his own back. Because Disney's a very misleading word there. I am inclined to give it restore lives, you reckon? Alright. That does feel like a sensible middle ground. Yeah, let's do that. So you'll lose a life in the first instance. It will take me a second to restore them, so give me a minute. Let me press the button. And, right. So, shit, I didn't take a note of who it was. Bollocks. And now they're all gone. It gives you 1 point at the end of the round. Give points to us all, I'm greedy. Right, who lost a life on that? Let's go through. Riff certainly lost a life. So, refresh data page. Oh, this is going to take me ages. Lives remaining 3. Update player. Oh, that will change next time. You don't want a life, thanks. Okay. Right. Puzzle Dan, did you lose a life on that one? Actually, I've got the log here, haven't I? Question 4. Okay, let's go through. Mark. Refresh data 3. Update player. Mr. Vertigo. I knew I had a good reason. Alright, stand by. This is why I've got the editor. Refresh data 3. Update player. Mr. Vertigo. Riff I've done. Reese. Reese, where are you? Where are you, Reese? Textures are run. Reese, there you are. Refresh data page 3. Update player. Puzzle Dan. Did I update Puzzle Dan? No, I didn't. 2. Update player. There we go. Ralph went for High School Musical. Ralph. Refresh. 3. Update. Clive. Refresh. 3. Update. Jogging. Jogging. There you are. Refresh. 3. Update. Extra bacon was actually correct. Bassoonist. Went for cars. Refresh. 3. Update. Pray. Haven't done yet. Pray. Refresh. 2. Update. Jack. Where are you, Jack? Jack. Refresh. 3. Update. Arun. I know you said you didn't want one, but I'm being fair and disinterested. 2. Update. And Stravdi. Refresh. 3. Update. So note to self on the bug, I should be putting to string and 2 zeros. You lost 200 points, did you really? Oh, I can't do anything about that one, Jack, I'm afraid. Right, next question. Thank you for your patience there. Next question, in theory, the hardest of the lot. Question number 10. Question number 5, rather, worth 10 points. Take a look at this. Prey and Bassoonist, welcome to the stream. What does the International Olympic Committee consider to be the world's first sliding sport? Couple coming in the Greystime, both of which were correct as well. Very well done there. The correct answer was skeleton. Well done if you've got 10 points there. Curling, skiing, bobsleigh and luge, I'm afraid, are all incorrect there, and you are going to lose a life. Bad luck. Let's let you back up. So, some notes along the bottom. Claire, you require all remaining questions in order to escape the round. Extra bacon, you are 1 away. And any more for any more? Last life, Puzzle Dan, Prey, Arun, Claire, and Topper. You're all on your last life, so tread carefully. Next question is worth 8 points. Have a look at this. Khmer is the official language of which country? Anyone coming in at the grace time? No. Correct answer is Cambodia. Might be spoken in Myanmar and Vietnam, but the only place it's the official language is Cambodia. Only very well done. You are the first to escape with 27 points. Oh, excuse me. Myanmar and Vietnam are both incorrect answers, and Claire, unfortunately, you did need a right answer there in order to escape, and unfortunately that does mean thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. And you can see you slide back in your cell to the back and the door slams shut. Puzzle Dan and Matt the Sprat, you now require all remaining questions. Otley and Jers, you are one away. Anyone on their last life? Few people on their last life. Puzzle Dan, Prey, Clive, Arun and Topper. Tread carefully. Question number 7. This one's worth 4 points. Take a look. What is the term for a young seal? Anyone in the grace time? No. Correct answer. It's a pup. It's Otley, you have escaped. Very well done. Calf, cub, cub, and whatever you want to call them. Yeah, that's fair. Unfortunately, they are the wrong answers. The technical name for a young seal is a seal pup. It does mean, Matt Sprat and Puzzle Dan, you are due for elimination. There are not enough questions or you are out of lies. So thank you both very much for playing, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. And into jail you go. So, next question, in theory the easiest of the lot. Pedro, you require all remaining questions. One away, Shapes, Yanyo, Jers, Topper, Jogging and Stimpson's Angle. Just one more required from the remaining 3. And on your last life, Prey, Clive, Arun, Reese and Topper. Do tread carefully. Next question for 1 point. Have a look. In reference to the London school, RADA stands for the Royal Academy of Dramatic what? A lot of players having a go at that one. The correct answer is Arts. Would also have accepted art. Shapes, Jers, Topper and Stimpson's Angle, you have escaped. Acting is not the right answer, I'm afraid. Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts is what we wanted. Very well done if you've escaped. Let's light you back up. So 2 questions to go. Prey, Pedro, Bassoonist, Maybe Me. You do need both of them to escape. Riff, Clive, Ralph, Yanyo, Jack. Lots of people one away. So either of them and a handful of players on their last life as well. Do tread carefully. Question number 9 is worth 7 points. Take a look at this. A molecular cloud is the title given to the birth of what astronomical object? Any more for any more? Correct answer is it's a star, and lots of players escaping on that one. Now, Pedro and David, I am inclined to give it to you on a technicality because I've got the stellar life cycle here. A molecular cloud does become a star, but it can then become a black hole, or a neutron star, a pulsar, an X-ray emission, a supernova, a binary white dwarf, supernova, nova, white dwarf, black dwarf. Is nebula on here? Red giant, binary white dwarf, planetary nebula, nova, white dwarf, black dwarf, supernova, remnant, supernova, supergiant, massive star, open cluster. Nebula I will not accept, but black hole, Pedro, I will accept, because technically that is correct, because a star can indeed become a black hole. So I am going to let you have that. Planetary nebula in there. I didn't see the word nebula at all. Let me take one more look. Molecular cloud, protostar, open cluster, low mass star, brown dwarf, massive star, red supergiant, red giant, binary white dwarf. Planetary nebula. I tell a lie. I've overlooked that. Yeah. That's something I'd eat the grass. Yes. So, go on then. Yeah. Planetary nebula. Nebula is fine. sort of open-ended question, but star was the answer on the card. But yeah, it's quite generous, I think. But there you go. Feeling generous with the game. No one looks like they're due for elimination because everyone who played got that one right. Let's light you back up. Final question of the round is worth 6 points. And if you're one away, you're yellow, and you need to get it right. Handful of people on their last life as well. Best of luck. Question 10 for 6 points. Have a look at this. Sharing a name with the 2007 Oscar-winning coming-of-age comedy drama film, what is the name of the Roman goddess of marriage and childbirth? I think everyone who was still in play did get an answer in. The correct answer was Juno. Prey, Arun, Mark and AB Me, you have all escaped. Very well done. Venus, Argo and Aphrodite are not the right answers, I'm afraid, which means Reese, Pedro and Bassoonist, thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. And into jail they go, which means 19 players have escaped into round 2. For every life you've got left, we'll give you an extra point. Let's play on. Round 2 is sustain. Points are carried forward. Lives have been refreshed. Answer as many of the 10 questions as you can. Hit the target of 48 points, which is the highest score, plus 15 in order to escape. Each question is now worth 5 points, meaning everybody must answer at least 3 questions correctly to escape. Accumulated points will be carried forward to the next round. If you give an incorrect answer, you'll lose 1 of your 3 refreshed lives. If you exhaust your lives, you're eliminated from the game. 2 bonus points rewarded for each life if you have any left at the end of the round. But you must hit the target before those bonuses are applied. Hackbox will tell you how many questions you need and how many are remaining, so do bear that in mind. It will be written on your devices. If you're watching on the screen, you'll have to do the maths. Players who have escaped may choose to continue answering questions if they like, unlike in round 1, but they are still at risk of elimination if they exhaust their lives. So if you get through, tread carefully because you can still get eliminated if you run out of lives. There's no penalty for abstention. However, if you do not hit the target before the end of the round or there are not enough questions left for you to do so, you will be eliminated from the game. So 48 is the target, and that has been set by someone on 33. That would be Ianyo over there on the right-hand side. Lives have been refreshed. The target is 48. Best of luck. Here is the first question. Adélie refers to the French claimed territory on which continent? And there's time up. Correct answer is Antarctica. It was named after explorer Jules de Montdeville's wife Adele when its border was discovered in 1840. Africa, Australasia, South America, North America, Australia, Africa, South America and Africa, I'm afraid, are all incorrect answers, and you're going to lose a life. Let's light you back up. Target's still at 48. Here is the next question. Which country is projected to take over China in April 2023 as the most populated country? Every single player in live play attempting it. Don't need to wait for the grace time. The correct answer is India. Everyone in live play getting that one right. Very well played. Another 5 points added on. Let's light you back up. And Ianyo is already 1 away from escaping. 1 more question, 5 more points. You're through to the final, providing you can stay there. Question 3 for 5 points. Have a look. The official flags of Moldova, Montenegro and Mexico show which specific animal? Mr. Vertigo just getting an answer in the nick of time there. Let's take a look. The correct answer was an eagle. I wouldn't have accepted bird as it is not a specific animal, and phoenix unfortunately is incorrect. Mr. Vertigo, you are going to lose a life. Let's light you back up. Ianyo, Ralph and AB Me, you are 1 away from escaping. And that's all she wrote. Less specific than I thought. Let's go on. Question number 4. Assuming office at 24 years of age, who was the UK's youngest Prime Minister? Time up. I'm really worried now. Because this is a politics question. And our political editor has gotten it wrong. William Pitt the Younger. Pitt the Elder we won't accept. Jack's gone for Lord Liverpool. I'm wondering if he's operating on more information than I have. I'm going to race him to Google. Well, he won't be Googling, but... we hadn't had another new PM since the evening started. In office from 1812. Was born in 1770. So he was certainly not the youngest. Pre-1900 politics is a note for me, fair enough. Yeah, William Pitt the Younger. He was the first PM to introduce income taxes. Financial reforms helped to increase annual government revenue from £12.7 million in 1783 to £18.6 million in 1792. Not Pitt the Elder, though, Jez. I would have accepted William Pitt on its own. We're being generous there, but if you've specified Elder, unfortunately, it's not getting through. Bad luck. Let's let you back up. Still nobody escaping yet. Otley, Extra Bacon, Ralph, Yanyo, Arun, Stravdi, Bloodjogging, and maybe me, I think, one away. Simpsons Angle, you're on your last life, so do tread carefully. Target is still 48. No one's escaped yet. Here is question number 5. Which actor played the eponymous Django in the 2012 film Django Unchained? Remember, you do not have to play. There's no penalty for abstention. I'm saying that as lots of wrong answers come in. Directed by Quentin Tarantino, of course, the correct answer is Jamie Foxx. Yanyo, Stravdi, and AB Me, you have escaped into round 3. Very well done. Do tread carefully. If you run out of lives, you can still be eliminated. Samuel L. Jackson played Stephen in the same film. Keanu Reeves was not in that film. Neither was Johnny Depp or Chiwetel Ejiofor, and neither was Joaquin Phoenix. Jamie Foxx is what we wanted. Well done if you got that one right. Let's light you back up. So, Otley, Extra Bacon, Ralph, Shapes are running Plujogging. You are one away from escaping. Prey, Clive, Mr. Vertigo, Simpsons Angle, you're on your last life. Do tread carefully. And no one yet requiring all. If you have escaped, you may continue to answer, but watch those lives. Question number 6. Take a look at this. Operating in the Atlantic and Arctic Oceans, the IIP monitors the presence of what geological formation? And there's a raid. Quizzy Dan and Raiders, welcome on in. Doom Donuts at you as well, sir. Oh, Prey just getting in the nick of time. Quite a few players attempting this one. The correct answer here is icebergs. Otley and Plujogging, you have escaped. Northern Lights, volcanoes, glaciers and volcanoes. Glaciers is close, but it's not going to fly. International Ice Patrol, established in 1914, 2 years after the Titanic sank. Monitoring the presence of icebergs in the Atlantic and Arctic Oceans, not glaciers. I think they are technically different. What's given the question? Oh, really? Did take ice caps. No, ice caps and icebergs are not technically the same thing. Welcome, Raiders. Meredith, Shaunahan, Quizzy Dan, T-Bird Bear, Arch Davison, thank you very much for joining. Dan, thank you for that raid. If you want to join in with the Escape Artist, you won't get a podium, but you can join in on Hackbox. If you go over to Hackbox and join with the room code RPWH, you would be most welcome to come and take part in the Shadow Game. Iceberg is a floating bit of ice. Ice cap is the level in Sonic 3. Agreed. Don't know why I didn't give you the question, though, Jack. That's very strange. Not much I can do about it. Unfortunately, Prey and Simpsons Angle, there are not enough questions left for you to get through to the next round. Either that or you're out of lives. Unfortunately, thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. So, Extra Bacon, Ralph, Shapes, Jers, Arun, and Mark. One away from escaping. Clive, Topper, Mr. Vertigo, and Lottibus, you are on your last life. Tread carefully. No one yet requiring all. Let's go on to question number 7. See what you make of this. Which item does the popular Pokemon character Pikachu require to evolve? Oh, a couple of players are going to kick themselves here. The correct answer is... it's a Thunderstone. Extra bacon, Ralph and Mark, you have escaped into round 3. Watch those lives. You can still be eliminated. But for now, you are through. Clive going for Lightning Stone. AB me for Electric Stone. It was officially a Thunderstone, what we needed there. Very bad luck, you two. And Clive, I'm afraid that is going to be your last life gone. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Clive sliding back into his cell. So, Topper and Lottibus, you still require all. And one away, Shapes, Jers, and Jack and Arun. I say still require all, it's the first time we've required all. Last life, Topper, Mr. Vertigo, Lottibus. That's the repeat from last time. Yes, once the Thunderstone has been used, Pikachu would evolve into Raichu. Let's see what you make of this next question. Question number 8. 3 questions left in this round. Take a look for another 5 points. Eric Clapton was a member of which legendary 60s band? You may answer if you've escaped. You may not want to. Remember, you can still be eliminated if you run out of lives. You get 2 bonus points for every life that you have got left at the end. A few people who've already escaped trying that one. The correct answer is... Cream. Shapes, you have escaped into round number 3. Very well done. Rolling Stones, Beatles, and the Yardbirds are not the correct answer. Originally, he was a member of the... Originally, he was a member of the blues band The Yardbirds and the Blues Breakers until 1966. Oh, that's a band. I can allow the Yardbirds then, based on that. I'm just going to go double check the source. Formerly of the Yardbirds, who were around in the 60s. I see absolutely no reason. Was in the Yard, totally didn't go for the Beatles. No, it's not technical at all. It's very much the right answer. That's just not on my list. It's in the notes, but wasn't counted as the right answer. Right answer I hope was Cream, but absolutely you can have the Yardbirds for another 5 points. Beatles and Rolling Stones are the wrong answers, and unfortunately Topper and Lottibus. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it is lights out. Sliding back and locked in their cell. Mr. Vertigo, you require all of the remaining 2 questions. We have got Riff, Jers, Jack and Arun, who are 1 away from escaping. And Mr. Vertigo, you are also on your last life. Do tread carefully. Next question for another 5 points. Take a look. Also the title of a song by American artist Pink. What is the name of the 1963 war film directed by John Sturges? Just 2 people in live play attempting this question. The correct answer is The Great Escape. The Great Escape, directed by John Sturges. I think the party started. Mr. Vertigo and Ianyo, you were both absolutely right on that one. Very well done. Mr. Vertigo, you haven't escaped yet. You've got 1 more to do, and 1 life with which to do it, and 1 question with which to do it. Ianyo, you had already escaped. Let's light you back up. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. Riff, Jers, Jacker, and Mr. Vertigo. You require the last question. Mr. Vertigo, you've only got 1 life with which to do it. Everybody who is here could still escape on this question. The very best of luck. Take a look at this. In which decade did 55% of Australians vote against becoming a republic? Just in the nick of time. Correct answer was 1990s. Riff, you have escaped into the next round. Jack, 1990. Oh yes, it was not. Originally the question was in what year. We changed it to what decade. So very well done there, Jack. It's a nice one to escape on. Mr. Vertigo, 90s. Yes, that's the right answer. You're through. Well played. I didn't allow it with the apostrophe because it would have accepted. It might have accepted like other things as well. If I put 1990 apostrophe S, it would have accepted any decade because of the number of characters. 10s, 2010s, and 70s are all incorrect, so I'm very sorry. A run, Jers, and jogging. Thank you for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Oh, no, jogging. It's not lights out for you. I take it back. You had already escaped. It's because I condoned people, so I didn't want to read from my log. But the other two, yes, it is. 12 players then have escaped. Very well done. If you are still here, for every life you've got left, I'll give you an extra 2 points. And it's time for the final round. And round 3 is survive. Answer the question as fast as you can. First player to give a correct answer will start a 15-second countdown on all other players, during which time their point will be drained at an increasing rate. Answer the question correctly to stop your points being drained. If nobody answers the question within 15 seconds, all players will lose the maximum drain for the question. Your 3 lives have been replaced with refires. You may attempt every question once for free. Thereafter, it will cost you one of your refires. You may refire any question as many times as you like, but once they are exhausted, only your first answer will be accepted for the remainder of the round. If your points are depleted, you will be eliminated from the game. When only 1 player remains, that player is declared the winner. If more than 1 player remains after 10 questions, the player with the highest score is declared the winner. If we get down to 1 player before the end of the game, then the game will end then and there. Those are the rules. 12 players remain. Riff, Otley, Jack, David, Mr. Vertigo, Jogging, Oni, Ralph, ABME, Mark, Shapes, and Yanyo. David has already won Google That and set a new world record. He is leading in the final round of the Escape Artist. Yanyo is in second, and that's the thing I need to debug into my console. Otley is third with 64. For this first question, and first 3 questions, your drain rate is 1 point per 1.5 seconds. Up to a maximum of 10. Pokenuts and Limitixis, welcome to the stream. Great to have you with us. So, best of luck all. Here is the first question. In which ocean are the South Sandwich Islands located? Shapes is the first to start the clock. Refis available? Lots of wrong answers coming in there. The correct answer was Atlantic. The islands are a British territory. Wrong answer that came in Pacific, 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 Indian, Pacific, Indian, Pacific, 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 Indian, Pacific, Pacific, and actually I'm reading out a lot of the lobby game here as well. Southern and Southern were the wrong answers that came in, all of which are incorrect. Atlantic is what we wanted. Let's light you back up. Shape starting the clock there, but David still with the lead, only losing a single point. Likewise, Yanyo still in second. Likewise, it's Otley still in third. Question 2. Have a look. Former world champions Duke McKenzie and Terry Downs are mostly associated mostly with which sport? Yanyo has got there. Clock's on. Refis available if you like. Lottibus has got it in the back game. Mr. Vertigo is there now. Jers has got it in the side game. It's boxing is what we were after there. Boxing. British middleweight boxer and occasional film actor. Wrong answers from the hot seat players. Snooker, darts, surfing, bowling, golf, bowls, darts, 10-pin bowling, and bowls. All of them incorrect, I'm afraid. And with that, Yanyo has taken the lead. 68 points. Let's light you back up. David moves to second with 66. And it's Otley still in third now with 53. Question number 3. Take a look at this. Starring Tom Cruise, the 1992 film A Few Good Men was directed by Rob Hu. Mark is first there. Lots of right answers coming in here. Yeah, the side game, once you eliminated Matt the Sprat, you can keep playing. Rayner. Rob Rayner also directed the 1986 film Stand By Me. Filmman McElhaney, Scranton, all incorrect. Schneider, another incorrect answer there. Very well done. If you got that for 5 points, let's light you back up. Oh. Hello, Oni's pop-up. Why has that popped up? Shall we get rid of that? Not quite sure what's gone on there. So we're going to increase the drain rate 1 point per second now up to a maximum of 15. Ianyo with the lead of 67. David's in second with 64. It's Sotley is still in third for now with 51. Question number 4 coming up. Take a look at this. Mark Twain's characters Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn reside in which American state? Mark has answered the question first. David is right behind. Clock's on for everyone else. Ianyo is there. Refires available. Missouri is the answer we wanted. Missouri. Wrong answers from the lobby. From the hot seat game. Indiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Vermont, Mississippi, 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 Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Mississippi. All incorrect. A few refires being used by players there as well. The answer was Missouri. Let's light you back up. David's in the lead with 64. Ianyo's in second with 62. Mark is pulling his way up the ranks. Now into third with 39 with a couple of first correct answers there. He is down to 1 refire. We're still at 15 points per question. If you don't get a correct answer, players in danger just flickered across the bottom and I missed them. But they include Riff, AB Me, and Ralph. If you get this one wrong, you will be eliminated from the game. Good luck. Here is the next question. Which wrestler hosted the 2021 reboot of the American game show Wipeout alongside Nicole Byer? Only has started the clock. Clock's on for everyone else. Some right answers coming in. Some refires are available. Ralph has stopped his clock. Is Riff going to stop it? AB Me is out of points. As is Riff. John Cena! Can you have that condoned? John, no. No, you can't, I'm afraid. Let's have a look. I said John Sen, weirdly. I can't see the answer. It's John Cena. You've said John, Jack. You can't condone first name on its own, I don't think. Let me look back at the log and see exactly what was said by everyone. The Rock, John, Triple H, Hulk Hogan, and I've only got John in the log. Is it not? Another Hackbox blip happening. Can't see the answer. Hackbox isn't showing the answer. Don't know, maybe there's been a small blip in Hackbox, possibly. When did you say John, Jack? 16 points and 2 refires. Go on, I'll trust you. First of all, though, we have got to say goodbye to Riff and AB Me. Thank you for playing, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. Right. Jack. You didn't use a refire, so let's put your countdown back up to 16. There you go. Trusting you, Jack. Trusting you. Right. Last question where the drain rate is up to a maximum of 15. David's in... No, Ianyo's in front with 56. David's in second with 54. Mark is in third with 33. Just ahead of it, Sotley on 30. 15 points is what you lose if you're wrong. Ralph and Shapes in imminent danger. Good luck. Here is the next question. What is the name of the naturally mummified man who was discovered frozen in the Alps between Austria and Italy in 1991? Jack has got there first. Mark is right behind. Ralph is out of points. Shapes is out of points. Refires coming in left, right and centre. All incorrect. It's Otzi, aka the Iceman. Either Otzi or the Iceman would have been accepted there. Well done if you got that. Jack was first, Mark was second, Mr. Vertigo third. Other wrong answers: Neanderthal, Jack Frost, Lucy, California Man, Piltdown Man. All incorrect, I'm afraid. It does mean we have to lose some players. Ralph and Shapes, thank you very much for playing, but you've run out of points, so it's the end of the road and it's lights out. then there were 8. In danger, it's Sotley, Extra Bacon, Jack, Mr. Vertigo, and Plujogging. All in danger on this question. Oni and David and Otley have all got their refires left, but you do lose a maximum of 20 points if you get this question wrong, which will only leave 3 players. Good luck. Here it is. The Greek island of Corfu is in which island group? Otley was there first. Oni right behind. Mr. Vertigo's out of points. Jogging is out of points. Ianyo has got there. Jack's out of points. Mark got there, but it was a wrong answer. Dodecanese, Aegean, and Peloponnese are wrong. It's the Ionian Islands. Natively, Corfu is natively known as Kerkyra. Kerkyra was the answer. The Ionian Islands, though, is what we were after there, and it does mean a bit of a bloodbath on this one. 3 players lost to the cells. Jack, Mr. Vertigo, and Plujogging. Thank you very much for playing, but you've run out of points. It is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Jack, Mr. Vertigo, and Jogging, you are in danger. No, you have been eliminated. Everyone is in danger other than Ianyo at this point. If you get this one wrong, you will be going out of the game. Just Ianyo able to survive this one with the wrong answer. David and Otley and Oni have got all 3 refires if they need them. Best of luck. Here is the next question. Typically, a hagiography is a biography of which ecclesiastical figure? Mark has got there first. Oni's in as well. Otley's in and wrong. Refires available. Points are counting down very quickly. Otley's out of points. David's got there with 2 points to spare. Otley going for king. The answer was saint. Early Christian hagiographies might consist of a biography, a description of the saint's deeds or miracles, or an account of the saint's martyrdom. Oh, jeez, my heart. You got there, David. And Ianyo got there with seconds to spare, although he did still have points to survive, but he hasn't any more. Well done if you got that. We're just losing it, Sotley, on this question. It's Sotley, great run. 28 questions is a great run in this game, but unfortunately you're out of points. It's the end of the road, and this lights out. So, 4 players remaining, and they are all in imminent danger. If you get this one wrong, there will be no winners on the escape artist this time. Question 9. If we get to question 10, that has no limit. You must get question 10 correct. Maybe we won't need to get there. Good luck. Here's question 9. In which country would you find the airport with the IATA code ISB? No one's there yet. Refires are available. Anyone? Oh! It's Pakistan. Pakistan. It's Islamabad. Islamabad. I really thought someone would get that. Yeah, Islamabad. Turkey, New Zealand, and Turkey. You had refires available to you. But alas, no one has got there. You all had fewer than 20 points, which means for all 4 of you, it is the end of the road, and it is lights out. We've got a lockdown, folks. Everyone has been eliminated. And a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan.
No winners this time on the escape artist.
No winners this time on the escape artist. Thank you for the 100 bits. As Islamabad ending indeed, because I'm afraid this time nobody escapes. And there you all are, in jail. Oh, that was such a tight game. Such a tight game. But unfortunately, you all have to stay here forever. RIP. Anyway, that's a new escape artist. Newish escape artist. Thank you very much to Sam is Acidic for that question, Pat. There is one question left at the end, which underwent a few different rewrites. Yes, the lockdown ending. Lockdown in the prison. Everyone gets locked in. Silent Marine, welcome to the stream as well, by the way. We don't have crystals. There's no crystal dome because everyone's locked in. The no escape artist, we should call it, yeah. But we do still get pennies. There's no medals except if someone survives. We do still get pennies for every question you got right. Those are the final scores. Ianyo getting the most points there, 104. David getting 102. Mr. Vertigo, 87. Very well done. We'll turn those points into pennies directly. So whatever your score is, we'll add those on. Hooray. Those are your final scores. So, what do you think? That's the Escape Artist. A couple of glitches in Hackbox tonight, which I think could possibly be on my control. But hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you think it looks better with perspective mode rather than orthographic mode. A couple of things that I need to continue to tweak. I could make this this view even shallower, or even more sheer, I suppose is the word I'm after. Go 2.5 and 12.5. Much more spirited than the original. Thank you, Shapes. I thought so. Thank you as well. I think it was Score who gave me the idea to have the sliding back of the characters sooner, which means you can still see them, so they're not sort of obscured by the bars and stuff, but you still get the cell effect. You know where you are, yeah. Better with the ground in the shot? All right, 2.5 and 12.5. I can tweak that. I just worried it might slightly obscure the views of players at the bottom. But yeah. I know it's Otley commented on the Kubrick-esque angle as well last time we played it. So, yeah. So 1 or 2 gremlins in Hackbox by the sounds of things, but nothing earth-shattering, I don't think. But thanks to Sam for the question pack. Colo, who did the original proof, and then Colo and I did a sort of a go-through with Sam, and then Colo reproofed it. Apologies for that question that snuck through as well, the Disney, the not Disney one. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. Escape Artist is coming back in, I think, 2 weeks' time? 3 weeks' time with a pack by It's Otley, I think. Yeah, 4th of March, which is the last Saturday before I start work. That's going to be a special stream, by the way, because it's my last one before I start work. So 2 weeks' time, there might be, I don't know if there's going to be extra stuff happening or what, but do pop along for that in 2 weeks' time. But I'll be back before that on the this coming Saturday. But I'll do continuity in Crystal Dome in just a minute. I'm going to roll the credits. Thank you again to Sam, our writer. Thank you all for playing. Yeah, we'll do the Crystal Dome in just a minute. But unfortunately, on this time... Shut up, Ben. Unfortunately, this time, nobody escapes. So we got the fated bad ending, but these things have to happen from time to time. Thanks again to Sam for that question, Pat, there. I hope you like the improvements. Do look forward to any feedback you might have, as ever, in the Discord server. Yeah, and so I spent some time doing that time machine. We didn't need it, which is a good thing, but it's nice to know that it is there. Any other bugs that came up, please do let me know. I know I need to go and look at a bug in Google that at some point as well. Have some bonus pennies. Just 18 pennies there while I load the Crystal Dome to wrap the night up. Crystal Dome, there we go. And yeah, we'll finish off the Crystal Dome. What's coming up the rest of the week? I know Bash is here tomorrow. I certainly won't be able to be there for the beginning because we've got our OQL match tomorrow. But Ash is going to be here with Breakaway. Let's give Ash a shout out. Breakaway tomorrow at 8 PM over on his channel right there. And on Friday the 24th, he's going to be here with The Vault and the Time Shock. Presumably a mini Time Shock rather than the full event. But that's on Friday the 24th of February at 8 PM on Ash's channel. But Breakaway tomorrow. In between those two, you can go and follow our great friend Topper1 Gaming. He's going to be here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No, he's not. I tell a lie. Ash is here tomorrow. Topper's going to be here on Thursday at 8 p.m. GMT with Strike It Lucky by Lewis, Slam by 8 Minky, and Rebound by Clive of Legend. So do go give Topper a follow if you're not doing so already. Right. And oh yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing? Also, I've updated the what's on in the Discord, by the way, to reflect the new schedule. This coming Saturday, we have got Plinko to start with by Jogging. We have then got The Purge by Brian. And we have got Spotlight by everybody towards the end. So looking forward to that on Saturday. And if you're just here midweek, next Tuesday will be my final, I won't say ever, but certainly for the foreseeable future. I was going to stop that bonus. For the foreseeable future, Tuesday stream, and we're going to be playing Crossfire by Shadowmane, Cryptex by 8Minky and Ramsey Fox, duo pack there, much to look forward to with that, and The Mole by Natter. So that's next Tuesday. If you're about for that, do pop along. It would be great to see you. So Crystal Dome time, I think. Let's load up. Maybe we'll just do one tonight. Yep, they'll do. Right, exclamation mark play. If you want to come earn some bonus pennies at the end of the night. Yeah, thank you as well, Quizzy Dan, for that raid earlier on. Most grateful to you. Oh, has the stream died? Oh no, it's just my monitor. Yeah, I've got to chase this graphics card thing up tomorrow. Right, I'll give it till the end of the loop. I think we're just going to do the one tonight because I did do the extra game and it is already 10:30. So, oh, there is Quizzy Dan. Welcome to the game, Quizzy Dan. Yeah, a bit of Crystal Dome at the end of the night. 16 players in. Room for a few more. I feel like I need to give Mark another 39 pennies to be on 69.69, but he's in this game, so we'll probably have a lot more at the end of this anyway. Right, raise the drawbridge. So, any more for any more? We've got 18 players in. I'll lock it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 18 players. How many are you going to end up with in total? I've locked it so you can't get more than 12 answers in total now. So you can't just spam wrong answers to throw it for everybody. Get your predictions in, and then we will hand over to Richard O'Brien. I need to put some new sound effects. Something to make him say, well, let the north winds blow. Let's find out what he's going to say tonight.
Will you start the fans, please?
Same as always. Okay, we're starting with one in the top, but not in the bottom. Carco. Change a letter to make freight carried by a ship, aircraft, or motor vehicle. 4 minus 5 plus 2. MKID, what's next? Vinit, change a letter to go and meet as an act of friendliness or sociability. What appears in the top but not the bottom. And again. And in that emoji pattern, how many times does that one appear? The top but not the bottom. And again, a lot of these. 2 more puzzles. Aha, modal character. And another sequence to finish. NTZF, what's next? 5 seconds grace. Maybe me and Mr. Vertigo and Oni, you're getting 12 out of 12. Very well played. Answers coming up now. G. Isons, welcome to the stream, just in time for the end of the night. Maybe we will do one more Crystal Dome. We've got someone to raid. I know ESA are on at the moment. They're doing their winter marathon. They're raising a lot of money. Might go raid Flagon Lounge. Haven't raided them for a while. Yeah, Flagon Lounge is doing some Vice City. Love a bit of Vice City speedruns. He's a good chap, is Flagon Lounge, so we'll give him a raid in just a mo. And we'll say... I don't know, I'll think of something in a minute. 160 was the total. Mark getting it 11 away. Quite far out, actually. Far out, man. 149, 11 away. You get 100 bonus pennies there. Nicely done, Mark. And they have been added to the drive, and the app has been refreshed. Do you want to do one more? You want to do one more? Do you want to leave it there? Usual tie. One more? Oh, go on then. Let's do one more. One more then. No thanks, stuff. That's fine. You don't have to play topper. Yeah, that's fine for definitions. There's your instructions. You've got till the theme runs out. Keep the brain firing right up till the end of the stream, you know. $15 in at the moment. Room for a few more. Bom 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 ba-dum. Oh, we didn't. I just realised we didn't have Prime Composite that time. It's the first time in a while we've not seen that one. You can only ever have one of them for obvious reasons. Right. Dum ba da ba. 16 this time. 17. And there's your drawbridge, and no more players. Make your prediction. 17 players in. What you're going to end up with this time? I need to add some more puzzles to this game. I'll try and add some more in before Saturday. Right, predictions in. Once more onto the breach.
Will you start the fans, please?
Oh, hello, Samster. Do you want a puppy? Oh, there we go. There's Prime Composite. 593. Locked in the top, but not in the bottom. 21 minus 10 minus 5. What's at the top, but not the bottom? 18 minus 4 minus 13. Oh, that's a tough one. Modal character. Another modal character. There's an oof written into that. What's in top but not in bottom? And again, top but not bottom. 3 to go. What letter changes in tonnin to make a toxic substance? Specifically a poison. L-O-R-U. What is next? 26 minus 2 minus 15. 5 seconds grace. Few more than last time. 161. 593 is prime. B's in the top but not the bottom. 21 minus 10 minus 5 is 6. E appears in the top but not in the bottom. 18 minus 4 minus 13 is 1. K is the most frequent character there. And S is the most frequent there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them? 6 of them? U appears in the top and not the bottom. And L appears in the top. There are a lot of these in this time around. Tonnin becomes toxin, so you need to change one of the N's. L-O-R-U-X would be next. 26 minus 2 minus 15 is 9. And Topper and Matt, a tie going for 160, just one away. 100 bonus pennies there. And well done to Lupine, BC, It's Sotley, and Arun. And Mark, who managed to get 12 out of 12 on that run. Well played. Let's update the pennies one more time if you want to check them. And that's it. Oh, Jack. Rippers. There's no bonus, so you just lost out on 5 pennies there, I think. That's going to be it for stream tonight. Thank you all very much for coming out to play. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Thank you again to our question writers, to Colo for Battlefront, to BC for Google That, to Sam for The Escape Artist. I hope that you like the changes to The Escape Artist. I think there were 1 or 2 tiny things I need to go and look at. Possibly bugs in Hackbox, possibly bugs in the code. Come join the Discord. Do get your suggestions and your feedback into there. I'd be most grateful to hear from you. And hopefully the Escape Artist is looking better. I need to put that to 12 and minus 2 and 12.5. Islamabad ending. Yeah, got to be. Islamabad ending is going to be the raid message. And we're going to go raid Flagin Lounge. He's a GTA Vice City speedrunner. He's a good guy. So we'll go and say Islamabad ending. And that's going to be a wrap. Thank you all very much again. Thank you all again for joining me. And I'll be back on Saturday with Purge and Plinko and Spotlight. See if I find some time to make Spotlight Hackboxified. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? we'll see what the days bring in the coming days. Until next time, though, thank you again for joining. I have been Royal Flush. You have been watching Game Night. And until we meet again, take care, stay safe, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace out, and good night.